first day of high school? I know I don't, but we were probably scared out of our minds and intimidated by all the seniors and the new environment. I'm pretty sure none of us were thinking about graduating or going to prom. Our theme for tonight is a year to remember, but I'd like to think of it as 4 years to remember. Throughout these 4 years, or 3 for some of us, there have been some pretty memorable moments. Does anyone remember the old couples of our class? I mean, I don't want to embarrass anyone or even myself, but I'm sure a few come to mind. Or how about our old classmates who either moved away or thought it was cooler to go to a public school? Do you remember the Luther drama accounts on Instagram? Or for the seniors, do you remember the old study hall with Mrs. Kovitter and Mrs. Kilmer? Or Mr. Hines' snow days that seemed to happen at least once a week? I guess you could say that we made an impact on the faculty as well. Were we that bad of a class that we got 4 teachers to retire? Maybe we were even too much for Mr. Benyard, who I thought would teach Phi Ed until his body gave out. But on the other hand, some teachers didn't know what they were getting themselves into. Mr. Bowers, Mr. Whitty, Pastor Werner, Mr. Ebernick, Mrs. Bolstead, Mrs. Town, and our favorite dean, principal, coach, and king of the quarantine, Mr. Engelbrecht. All of these new teachers, along with the other members of the staff, have helped guide us. We are extremely grateful for them and will never forget what they have done for us. With the help of these amazing teachers and staff at Luther High School, we are well equipped for the next chapter of our lives. At this time, I'd like to focus on one teacher in particular. I'm sure we all know that Mrs. Eisenman has accepted a call and will be leaving us after the school year. Most, if not all of us here today have had a privilege of being one of her students. But whether she has been your teacher, your coach, or just someone to talk to, Mrs. Eisenman has been a great role model for all of us and an amazing member of the Luther High School staff. So on behalf of all of the students and faculty at Luther High School, thank you for all that you have done, and you're going to be deeply missed. Back to this year's prom theme. This year has certainly been one to remember. From Arbor Day to the talent show, from the race between Eli Bolstead and Mr. Ebernick, and the state basketball game, and finally being able to take off our masks. There have been so many challenges and obstacles, but God has helped us get through almost an impossible year. No matter what our future holds, we can always look to Jesus, who is right by our side. Through these high school years, we've grown both spiritually and physically. And as we continue on with our lives, let us take on each new problem with confidence, knowing that we always will have each other as well as God on our side. Thank you.